Hello my beauties, today I have come up with this makeup look. It's for the Rakhi special and I have created this makeup look with the underpainting technique. Lots of you have asked me the questions and you have doubts with it. So this is the tutorial for you for the Rakhi and you can create it in just very 10-15 minutes. It's easiest makeup look, and if you want to learn underpainting, please keep on watching the video. So I'm getting lots of comments that they say that they do not know how to do the underpainting technique, or if they apply the lipstick they are gonna ruin their makeup and it's not gonna look the same. So today we are going to do the underpainting technique, which I usually do in my reels or shorts or whatever you see for the short form of videos. So I'm gonna teach you how to do that for the Rakhi makeup and you are definitely gonna enjoy it. So first of all, we are going to start with the lipstick. Usually I use the lip and cheek tints and some of those blushes, the cream blushes like the Lakme one. But today I'm gonna show you with the lipstick because lots of people have lipstick instead of blush, and it's really good to apply one product on every possible place. So we are just starting with the lipstick. I'm using Nykaa lipstick. It's in the shade Pink Flirt, and I'm just applying it onto my cheeks like this and onto my nose a little bit, and let's start to blend it out. I'm going to use this angular brush from Bali, and I'm just going to apply it onto my cheeks like this. When you are starting with the underpainting technique, try to apply very less amount of blush. I use a lot of amount of blush because I have to shoot under the studio lights and I have to shoot throughout the day. So if I don't use the blush a lot, it's gonna fade away, and I don't like to touch up my makeup when I'm shooting. So that's the thing. It seems like I have got some fever. My eyes are really heavy, but we're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna show you how to rock the makeup look even though you're having little bit of fever. I'm adding little bit more over here and I'm blending it out simultaneously. There are a few parts that I don't show you on my reels because I have to stick to 30 seconds or 35 or 36 seconds, and I can't show you all the steps with the reels for the underpainting. So today you are gonna learn it properly with me, and I'm applying it onto my nose. I love my nose with lots of blush around. So this is what we have come up with. All right, now the second step is to use the highlighter. I'm using Becca Champagne Pop highlighter, and it's a 45 ml of bottle. Yeah, it's 45 ml of bottle. So you can use any liquid highlighter. You can just apply the liquid highlighter at the back of your hand like this, and I take a very small brush, something of this kind, the eyeshadow brush, and I'll dip it in like this, and I'm going to apply it onto the sides of my highest point of the cheeks. And you can apply anything you like. You can apply the cream highlighter, but we are gonna blend everything out. So I'm gonna also show you how to blend everything because I'm not gonna do any cuts over here. So I'm applying it. Oh, let me take the mirror. Okay, so I'm applying the highlighter over here and I'm blending out simultaneously. I'm applying it onto the sides of my temples like this. All right, over here too, as you can see. And this is one of the fastest makeup that you can ever do in your life. Moving on to the third step of the makeup, I'm using Rare Beauty contour stick. This is in the shade Full of Life, and I just recently bought it because a lot of you were asking me about Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, which is right now not available in India. So I had to buy a new product which I can tell you to go and buy it. So I'm just applying the contour stick over here where we usually apply the contour, and onto the forehead. You just see how easily we are just moving with the makeup. So once we have applied all of this, I'm going to step number 4. I'm going to apply the concealer. I'm using NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Custard. So you can jumble all the steps till now. I mean, you just have to apply everything, and you can use your way, whatever you feel like. You can apply it first. I'm applying the concealer over here, a little bit over here, and a little bit onto the bridge of the nose, the sides of the nose, and the sides of my lips. These are the places where I like to highlight with the concealer. Okay, now since we have already blended the blush and the highlighter, now it's time to blend the contour. So I'm using this Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just lightly tapping it. I don't have to completely blend it out. I just keep it half blended up to this extent. I just have to mix it in with the blush like this. Okay, so I'm just half blending it. This is how you do the underpainting technique, and the fastest makeup technique in the whole world. Okay, now moving on to this part. I'm just blending out towards the hairline, and you gotta have to keep it as it is. You don't have to completely blend it out. And now it's the time for the jaws. Over here too, you don't have to fully blend out. And this earring is about to come out because the page has come out. I'm gonna fix it. Where is it? Okay, I'm keeping everything uncut. I mean, like the unnecessary status, because I want to show you how much time I spent while doing underpainting. Okay, now moving on to the concealer part. I'm going to dab a concealer and spread a little bit, creating a small C shape. Okay, now over here in this underpainting technique, a lot of people say that I use a lots of product. No, I don't. I use the same amount of products which I use in normal makeup techniques, but since we are keeping it half blended, it looks like I have used a lot. So that is why people say over makeup. No, it's not. It's the same amount of makeup that I have used, which we use in normal makeup. But since it's half blended, we are just going to blend everything all together. You're gonna feel like it's way too much of makeup. Now when it comes to the concealer, go a little above and go up till here and start to blend the concealer first like this, and join it till here, till the nose, and then drag out like this. Okay, this is how I blend the concealer for underpainting. Okay, underpainting technique is made famous by Scott Barnes, Mary Phillips. These are all really good makeup artists that we can find on internet. And here also, once I have blended the concealer, I'm going to drag it till here. So this is a makeup that we are going to blend all together with just one pump of foundation. Okay, now take a closer look of the makeup that we have applied: the bronzer or the contour, the blush, the highlighter, and the concealer. This is what we have placed everything onto our face, and we are going to blend with the foundation. I'm going to use this NARS light reflecting foundation. This is in the shade Barcelona, and I'm little blending it out like this. This is actually my second bottle, it's that good. And I'm going to keep repurchasing this foundation because it's lightweight and it looks really good on my face. So I'm just taking a little bit onto my back of the hand like this. Now what we are going to do is, I'm going to use this foundation. I'm going to apply it onto this blank area, okay? So I'm applying little bit over here, little bit over here, where there was no product at all, because we have applied everything onto the upper part of our face. Now little bit over here, little bit over here. Now I don't have any foundation left, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this much, a little bit, and a little bit over here. Okay, now I'm going to use this brush. I just cleaned it from my hand, so there's a little bit of stain. I'm going to use this foundation brush, and I'm going to show you how we blend everything together. I'm going to start dabbing it from this part and going to this part. Now I'm going down under. I'm not going to apply much of the pressure over here because I need that part of blush, and directly I'm going to go under like this and blend out everything together like this, coming back to the mouth part. Now going onto the forehead. Okay, I'm not doing any cuts, even though if I get any emergency from the throat area, I'm not going to cut it. Okay, so all right, now as you have seen, I have not applied any other foundation over here. I just applied a very light pressure onto this part, and I have blended out everything on this side. Now let's do on this side. See, blending is the key. If you don't know how to blend everything together, you're gonna feel really bad. But that's where I come in, I'm going to show you how to blend everything out, because underpainting technique is really easy. Usually when I do the reels, I just finished filming in 10-15 minutes, and it takes longer when I do editing. So that's where the most of the time goes, for the makeup. Now when we come onto this area, just drag from here and down. See, I have tanned a lot and my foundation is not matching, and here you can see the unblended area. Go along with it, okay? Don't leave it unblended. I don't like that. All right, over here too. I think when you are going out, you need to apply a little bit of foundation onto your neck, but since I'm filming back-to-back videos, I'm gonna keep it as it is. All right, now since we have blended everything out, I'm just going to take this finger and dab it underneath my eyes like this. Okay, and what we're going to do is take the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder and take a little bit, okay, onto your brush. Take the extra onto the other palm. Now dab it a little bit underneath your eyes like this and apply it. This is a light reflecting foundation, so I'm gonna need a lot more of powder because it's a dewy foundation, and I like little bit of matte look onto my T-zone area like this. And when I come to this part, I don't apply the powder because we have already done the highlighter part. All right, under the cheeks little bit, under the forehead like this. And if I need a lot more, I'm gonna use a very small fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to apply the powder over here. Now when I'm doing this makeup, I just finish everything in 10-15 minutes. That's why I tell you that this is one of the fastest makeup technique that you can learn, and it's gonna look really, really nice. See, it's that easy. You've already applied the blush and it's not even looking that bad, you know. Now, do you agree with me that it's the easiest way of applying makeup, or you agree with me that your foundation, your makeup, it's not going to look that bad when you keep on commenting? Because at least one of the comment, if I get at least one comment that their makeup looks really bad, I'm going to teach you again. I'm going to teach you again and again and again and again until you start to learn the easiest makeup look, because that's my goal. Okay, my throat is feeling really dry, but what I'm going to tell you now is that we are going to do the eyebrow part. My brain is not braining now, but I'm going to use this Anastasia Dip Brow pomade, and I'm going to tap it in like this, and I'm going to apply with the mirror, and I'm going to fast forward this section, okay? So I have done my eyebrows off camera, and I'm really looking sick right now. We're gonna fix that, okay? Since it's a Rakhi festival kind of a makeup look, because it's Rakhi special makeup look, I'm gonna use this Empower palette, and I'm gonna use some of the shadows to blend out things all together. I have to use the same brush which we have applied the powder, and I'm going to use this shadow. And mind you, I haven't applied the concealer onto my eyelids, and the Huda Beauty eyeshadows are really good. You don't need anything onto your eyelids, but if you want more of the punch, you can apply the concealer or the eyeshadow primer. It's up to you, but since we are simple people, I don't apply that. Alright, which shade we used earlier? Man, I forgot. I literally forgot. Which shade was it? Was it this shade? I don't know. Okay, this is how my brain works when I have got high temperatures. And yeah, I'm sweating because I have got studio labs right now, so it's fine, you know. I'm gonna finish it up fast. Let's assume that you have got no time during your festival, so you're gonna, you know, do your makeup fast. I'm gonna assume that. I mean, alright. I need more of the shadow over here on this part, and blending it out simultaneously. Alright, and taking the same shadow onto my lower lids like this. I'm sorry. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna need this darker shadow like this, and I'm gonna put it around my lash area because I'm gonna emphasize my lids like this. Okay, can you guys see that? It seems like a very light eyeshadow I'm applying, but with the darker color, and I think we need the eyeliner. So I'm gonna use this Mama Earth eyeliner. See, when we apply makeup, we get to know what we lack. Okay, I'm quickly tightlining my eyes with the kajal, and I'm going to apply a little bit of kajal onto my lashes like this. Okay, and over here onto this part as well. And since Rakhi is the whole day festival, I'm going to apply the powder products along with whatever I have applied. I mean, this much amount of makeup is enough for the day, but since it's a festival makeup, I'm taking this eyeshadow, okay, this one, and I'm going to blend out. Since it's a whole day festival, I'm going to proof my makeup that it lasts at least 12 to 14 hours, because I don't like to touch up my makeup. I just keep it as it is, you know. It's festival time, so I'm going to include the shimmer, and I think I'm gonna mix this and this onto my eyelids like this. I'm just going to place it, and yeah, it's looking nice, right? It's festival time, you have to apply the shimmer, because what's life is without shimmer? Nothing. You have to apply the shimmer all over your lids like this, and don't worry about the fallout. I'm going to, you know, clean it up. Okay, once we move into this okay, I'm really sorry, I'm forgetting steps, but I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to mix everything together like this. I'm taking a little shadow under this part, the same shadow we had applied, and yeah. Okay, so I'm going to clean my face with this fluffy brush, and I'm going to drag all the shimmer out. And don't worry, if they create the, you know, shimmery look, we can fix that too. Ah, shit. Okay. Okay, mascara is done, and I know I have created this mess. I'm going to clean it up, but it has to, you know, dry it down. Now, since we are getting into Rakhi makeup look, I want you to know that you need to apply a little bit of powder products onto your face so that it lasts long, you know. Since we have applied the cream products, the makeup look lasts only for 5 to 7 hours, depending on how much you touch your face. So in order to become sweat proof, transfer proof, and, you know, festival proof, you're gonna apply the powder products onto your face. So I'm taking this fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip it in. We are starting with the bronzer, and I'm going to slowly apply to wherever we had applied the bronzer or the contour, and this is going to seal all the makeup, and you're gonna have at least 12 to 14 hours of makeup. It will last to 12 to 14 hours, you know. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna need to apply a little bit more onto the side and more here as well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch the brush like this, and I'm going to run it across the nose like this. This is the quickest nose contour with the brush. See, now I'm going to apply a little bit more of the blush, since, you know, we are applying everything powdery onto our face. I'm going to use this palette. It's from NARS. It has got Orgasm and Super Orgasm blushes, and I know I apply a lots of blush, but it is going to fade away, so I'm going to use this and this. I'm going to mix both of them, and we have got lots of blush, so I'm going to dust it away and I'm going to apply over here. Blush is the first thing that fades away, so you have to apply a little bit more, you know, than usual. And I'm going to apply it over here and under the nose, a little bit like this. Take it to the temple. If you feel like you need to drag your makeup like this. Okay, now we are going to remove the mascara from our under eye area, and it just goes away when you use the spoolie and you just drag it along. Okay, easy peasy. Since we have already applied the setting powder onto the whole face, still I'm getting lots of shine onto this area, because when we apply all of these products, some of the moisture comes through your makeup. So if you like, you can keep it as it is. If you don't like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this MAC Studio Fix what do you call it, compact powder. All right, and I'm going to use this brush and I'm going to dip it in like this. Oh, my light went off. Anyway, we have to work with the ring light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this powder over here under this area and over here. All right, so our shine goes away like this, and a little bit onto our forehead. Right, by the time my studio light is getting charged, I'm going to move forward with the more highlighter, which we have already applied, but I need more. I'm going to use this Dior, my newest baby. This is the, what do you call it, glow face palette. Okay, I'm going to apply more highlighter because we need more, and I'm going to use this beautiful pinky shade. I'm going to apply it onto my nose like this with just my fingers, and a little bit more. And I know today our makeup is looking good, but I have showed you different ways how to do quickest makeup when you're getting ready. You can apply that technique when you are getting ready for Rakhi, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very small brush like this, and I'm going to apply this over here onto my inner corners like this as a teardrop, a little bit, okay, not much. And I'm going to take a little bit over here too. It's festival time, you know. So that's it. We almost forgot the lips. I'm going to use this Lakme lip liner. This is in the shade Mauve something. I'm gonna list down below, you know. I'm not feeling that good today, so I'm not taking much of the paint, but I'm going to apply it onto my lips like this. Okay, I'm going to apply this lip gloss. I'm going to list down the names below, and I'm going to apply it onto my lips like this. A little bit more. Perfect. So we have already finished our makeup look. I'm going to show you the final look with the studio lights. Let it just, get juiced up. So just wait. So this is the final makeup look that we have created. I'm having very high fever right now, so please bear me with that. But if I put my confidence and just tell me if this makeup look screams Indian festival or just ethnic makeup look. So if you have any query with underpainting technique, please reach out to me. I'm here to help you out and teach you makeup. So that's my job to do. And if you like this makeup look, please like, share, subscribe, and help me grow my channel. And hopefully next time I'm in better health and in better mindset. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.